This is cool and all, but this is what I want to see. Heyo!
Black Sunday here.
Here I am once more with a video on Kingdom Hearts. When the teaser trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 came out last year, it showcased some of the gameplay that is to come. Sora gets to use his Keyblade as a grappling hook, reaction commands return, and the most peculiar moment is after the reaction command is done. Sora turns pieces of the giant Heartless into a drill which he uses against it. According to Tetsuya Nomura himself at the anniversary event, this is known as Scrap and Build, a brand new mechanic made for this game. It's used to scrap nearby items and build things out of them to fight enemies. If you're thinking you've seen this before, that's because it was used in the trailer for Verum Rex, as well as by Yozora in the secret boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. The next trailer we get will likely show more features, some of the worlds that we will be able to see, and meet new people, both good and bad. We've already covered the worlds, so let's talk about the features. This is neither theory nor bet. These are the features I do and do not want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4. It's time for Red Light, Green Light, Kingdom Hearts 4 features. For every green light, I will name a feature I want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4, and for every red light, a feature I do not want to see.
Hold it! Now that's a good idea.
If I give a yellow light, it means I want it, but there should be limitations set. Now that the rules have been set, let me forewarn you that this is one of my longer videos to date. So before we begin, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel in order to gain access to my entire library, and hit that bell icon for notifications as to when another video drops. Now, let's light up the stoplight and show you what features should and should not be used in Kingdom Hearts 4, according to me.
Green light.
We can change Sora's clothes.
Fashion Island? Everyone shut up.
You guys want it because it was used in 0.2, a fragmentary passage, but changes you make to Aqua's clothes are merely for decoration and bragging rights. There are no buffs. But I want it because of Neo The World Ends With You. There were several clothes you could buy throughout the entire game, much like its original. And these clothes can give you buffs if you wear certain pins. Unlike a fragmentary passage, however, they're only visible in the menu. They don't change for Rindo and his gang while walking or in battle. For Kingdom Hearts 4, there should be a combination of the two. Sora's, and maybe even his party's appearance could change in the menu and during gameplay, and each type of clothing could give you buffs based on matching parts from certain stores or using a certain Keyblade.
This is identical to how clothes work in Final Fantasy.
The major difference between Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy when it comes to clothes? Kingdom Hearts should have a cleaner interface so the kids can understand it better. Don't worry, I know what he's asking. Where do we find Sora's new clothes? His drip, if you will. Since Quadratum is based in real-life Tokyo and it's flooded with department stores, it's safe to assume that it's through these stores that we can get the clothes from. All in all, clothes in Kingdom Hearts 4. Let's go!
Oh, and one more thing.
We might even see Shiki along the way, in her true form. In Neo, she owns a line of clothes that she made all her own. It would be a great callback if Shiki teaches Sora the art of clothes shopping and matching in Kingdom Hearts 4 by using her line as a guide. It might even apply in a real-life scenario for us players. Let's make it happen!
Green light.
Keyblade exclusivity. This was used in Dream Drop Distance. Some Keyblades were exclusive to Sora, and some were exclusive to Riku. Since there is a high probability that Riku becomes a party member at some point in the story, it would be appropriate that Keyblade exclusivity returns for Kingdom Hearts 4. Imagine after visiting the Land of the Dead, Sora gets a Keyblade based on Dante, while Riku gets a Keyblade based on Pepita, each with their own features. The reason for this is so that gameplay isn't a pattern and players can mix up their style. We'll talk more about this later.
Green light.
Sora gets a job. No, not that kind of job. A real job. Something like a cashier, a cook, a delivery driver, or a taxi driver, or a servicer at a department store. The possibilities are endless. Just imagine Sora possibly working at a Bueno Nacho, and Ron Stoppable teaches Sora how to make a nacho. Or better yet, Sora gets a job at a Pizza Planet, and he has to learn how to drive in order to do a delivery drive. And you can guess who his teacher is gonna be. Since Sora needs to learn a lesson in responsibility, he should be forced to get a job in order to survive in Quadratum and cover for what he really is. If he swings his Keyblade out in the open for too long, he could end up in big trouble. Not to mention, he can't just do whatever he wants without consequences if his rescue of Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind hasn't shown him anything. And this is just a personal request, we should be able to keep track of Sora's resume, and he needs to be required to get to his job on time and do the job in a timely and quality manner. If he's late or does the job too poorly on a regular basis,
you're fired!
Talk about consequences. Bottom line, Sora...
Get that job!
Yellow light.
Returning feature, Keyblade transformations. It was pretty cool that you were able to change your Keyblade's form to get a more powerful weapon to defeat Heartless. But once you get to the third transformation on most of them, the weapon gets pretty much broken. For Kingdom Hearts 4, we should be limited to just one transformation for each Keyblade. The Ultimate Keyblade, however, can stay broken as it doesn't have a third transformation with good reason.
Red light.
Attraction commands. This was broken AF and a waste of time. It would do us a lot of justice if we were spared of this feature for Kingdom Hearts 4.
Green light.
Returning feature, eating food for stats. Bringing in Remy the Rat, aka Little Chef, was a pleasant surprise. It was also a surprise that there was a series of minigames where Sora cooks the food under the guise of Remy, which I thought was fun. Sadly, we probably won't get Remy in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Man.
But that shouldn't excuse Sora from eating. In fact, he should consider searching for ingredients again, and then through using a menu screen, combine the ingredients to get food. He could also get food pre-made from restaurants around Quadratum.
Albeit at a high price to discourage it.
And another thing, in addition to buffing Sora's stats, it should also debuff enemies he faces. And the biggest part of it all, unlike Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 4 should punish you if you make Sora go hungry. Like certain stats are lowered after a while, and certain items are rendered unusable, like some Keyblades. The possibilities of food are endless, so let Sora eat!
Come on, eat!
Green light.
Fast travel.
I wanna go fast!
Right now, in Kingdom Hearts 3, you can only fast travel between save points in worlds, and it can only happen when you're either in the world travel menu or at a save point. For Kingdom Hearts 4, you should be able to fast travel to any save point, anytime, anywhere, similar to how it's done in an Assassin's Creed game. Make it happen, Nomura-san!
Green light.
Tier 4 and Tier 5 magic. For most games in the series, we've been only limited to Tier 3 magic, like Furaga, Airaga, Thundaga, and Curaga. In Kingdom Hearts 3, we were able to use Tier 5 magic, but only after using the same spell after a certain amount of times, and only once you get the Tier 3 spell, with some exceptions. For Kingdom Hearts 4, to show proof that Sora will eventually get stronger than he was before he came to Quadratum, he should be able to learn Tier 4 and Tier 5 magic.
Yellow light.
Returning feature, the Shotlock command. Not as broken as attraction commands, and it was a consistent lifesaver. For Kingdom Hearts 4, the feature should be limited so it won't be so broken. This can be done by having only certain characters with this feature, like Riku. We'll talk more about this later on.
Red light.
Flow motion. This was cool in Dream Drop Distance, but in Kingdom Hearts 3, it was a distraction, and harder to master than in the game this feature originated from. I don't know if this new grappling hook feature is flow motion or not, but it looks like it could be used with the same button presses that flow motion is using in Kingdom Hearts 3. If flow motion must return, at least fix it. It was hard to use in 3. I can't emphasize it enough. If you leave it like it is in Kingdom Hearts 4, you're gonna get some highbrows.
Green light.
Listening to music. This feature is borrowing from Guardians of the Galaxy. Not the movie, the video game.
Which still doesn't have the credit it deserves.
In Guardians of the Galaxy, after the entire team outside of Star-Lord is KO'd and certain battles warrant it, you get to call the entire team up to boost morale. Then you have to pick the correct response to get the entire team going. If you get the correct response, everyone gets a buff. But if you get the wrong response, only Star-Lord gets the buff. Either way, the entire team gets revived, and you listen to a song as you continue the fight. And the biggest part of it all, you get to listen to actual classic songs, like Cars and Bad Reputation. For Kingdom Hearts 4, it shouldn't be this complicated. You should only have to start up a song via situation command, and it'll revive and buff your entire party without the need for a motivational speech.
Got to dumb it down for the kids.
In addition, rather than listening to songs you usually listen to, you listen to Disney songs to buff Sora and his friends. Imagine Sora and his team fighting while you're listening to classics like Friend Like Me or You're Welcome.
Oh, no.
And yes, Let It Go should be in there too, for you ladies who play the series. For those, like myself, that don't want to listen to certain songs, we should be able to set up a playlist of songs you want to use in the pause menu. And lastly, the song should take over the usual battle score when activated. The song ends when it concludes, the battle is won, or you turn off the song using a situation command, whichever comes first.
Music.
Let's listen to some classic tunes for the game. Make it happen!
Green light.
A day and night cycle.
Well, duh.
In Kingdom Hearts 3, there were only 2 worlds that came close to an active day and night cycle, Rapunzel's Kingdom and San Francisco. In Rapunzel's Kingdom, you go from day to night as you enter the swamp and then back to day again once you leave it. In San Francisco, you get to choose which time of the day you want to check out the city once you complete the world story. For Kingdom Hearts 4, at least for Quadratum, there should be a day and night cycle in the game. Otherwise, the need for Sora to be on time to his job would be imprudent.
Green light.
This is borrowing from Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. Temporary control of party members. I thought it was really cool that you could change control from Cloud to Barret to Tifa and to Aerith. It should be used in similar fashion in Kingdom Hearts 4. In Remind, you got to choose beforehand which character you want to use for some of the battles. For Kingdom Hearts 4, using a situation command, you should be able to change to other characters like Riku as you please.
Yellow light.
The dreaded game over screen. This is something we Kingdom Hearts fans always hope to avoid in any game on any difficulty. There are certain situations where this is warranted, like certain boss battles, but when you mess up on a battle that you know you could beat, this is where it gets annoying. So, the game over situation should be limited.
Red light.
Permanent party members. I do not want to see permanent party members in Kingdom Hearts anymore. Sora has outgrown Donald and Goofy, and it's time to move on from them. They should still be in the game as party members, but not as the party to start out with for Sora. As the game goes on, new members you can add to the main party should be unlocked. You will still, and should, be able to once again have up to 2 world-exclusive characters in your party for each world you explore. And as for who Sora should start out with, here's what I want. Riley from Inside Out, and Miguel from Coco. That's right, Pixar characters. And both Riley and Miguel should both be blessed with Keyblades.
Which may or may not come with a dark secret.
The reason why Sora should be in league with these two is because, as you should know, Pixar stories are usually more serious than their regular Disney counterparts. Sora has some serious lessons to learn if he is to find his way back home. But it doesn't always have to be this way. Riley and or Miguel could go missing halfway through the game and get replaced by Riku and...
Here it comes.
the Verum Rex, Yozora.
Now you're talking.
A lot of people have been very curious about this person ever since he appeared in that trailer in the Toy Story World toy box. Since Quadratum is his world, it would be appropriate if Sora teamed up with him for a while. Whether we also work with Yozora's own partners, Magia and Aegis, and a certain former member of Organization 13 is up in the air, but we should make contact with them at least. Finally, at the climax of the game, you can then bring back Donald to Goofy, and near the end of the game, there should be one last party member you can add to revisit all of the worlds you explore, as well as play the final boss encounter against the Master of Masters.
Please, please, please.
Who else but Kairi? Throughout Kingdom Hearts 4, we should see Kairi training with Master Aqua, and near the end of the game, Kairi should disobey her master and go to Quadratum anyway, because she knows in her heart that she's ready to save Sora. And just before the final boss battle ensues, never again will Kairi play the damsel in distress act. So, all in all, in this order, Riley and Miguel, Riku and Yozora, Donald and Goofy, and finally, Kairi. These are the party members we should be able to choose from at the end of the game. Make it happen, Nomura-san!
Wake up!
Recap time!
Greenlight the following features for Kingdom Hearts 4: clothes, Keyblade exclusivity, Sora getting a job, food, fast travel, Tier 4 and 5 magic, listening to Disney music, a day and night cycle for Quadratum, and temporary control of party members. Yellow light the following features, meaning good with limitations: Keyblade transformations, the shot lock command, and the game over screen. Red light, meaning, do not put in Kingdom Hearts 4, attraction commands, flow motion without change, and Donald and Goofy starting out as Zora's team.
Are you done?
And there you have it. These are the features I do and do not want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4. But what do you think? What do you think about these features for Kingdom Hearts 4? What do you believe should or should not be brought to the game? You want to talk to me? Follow me on Twitter at BlackSunday150.
If you like my videos, please hit the subscribe button and give them a thumbs up. Also leave out comments, as I certainly love debates. Thank you for watching, and remember, you will receive the information you seek, or my name isn't
Black Sunday.
May your heart be your guiding key.
See ya!